Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force with some Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. I'd like to introduce you to the Crusader. He rides around on a might of heavenly goodness. I don't know. I'm going to be doing a video series, guys. This is going to be part of a special promotion between Blizzard and Polaris, and I'm really excited to dive in and revisit this game because I've heard a lot of really positive things about it. Not just the removal of the AH, but the improvement of the looting system, the changes to difficulty, the changes to classes. There's been some class skill adjustments and stuff to all the base classes. And then of course we've got the new class here, the Crusader. And that's what I'd like to show you in this series. I'm going to sort of take you step by step through the leveling process. You can see right now I'm currently level 21. We are at the tail end of Act number 1. And currently my plan is as followed. I'm going to give you just some gameplay updates and talk with you about the class as I level up and make my way through the game. So what I'll probably do is I'll show you some gameplay video, some gameplay in every act. So right now I'm level 21, we're at the end of Act 1. Maybe at the end of Act 2 I'll be like, I don't know, maybe around level 30 or something like that, and I can show you an update there. Just take a look at the different skills and the different things that the Crusader class can do. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I did, as I mentioned, I did play this game in the beta. I played the Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls beta, and I actually really enjoyed the Crusader. So yeah, just looking forward to diving back in. So let's talk about some of the stuff that I can do right now. You saw, of course, I've got the awesome steed that I can ride around on. It gives me some increased movement speed, and then later on I'm going to be able to alter that with some runes, and you know, you can add like fire damage, you can increase the duration, there's all sorts of different stuff. I've got this charge attack here, currently bound to number 1, charges forward and bashes enemies and then does some frontal cone damage as well. And I've got this cool little swiping attack that has a chance to stun the enemies. So you can see that right there, that's bound to my left mouse button. I also got this sweep attack here, and then my number 4 ability, this is really cool, watch this. I just leap up in the air and fall from the heavens, smashing on my opponent's heads for a bunch of damage to everything within 14 yards. And then finally, I've got this bound to number 2, passively increases my attack speed, actively gets a further increase in attack speed. Okay, so let's just go through here, let's just take a look at some gameplay, and yeah, I guess we'll just talk about Reaper of Souls, you know. I put up a few videos over the past week. I talked about the game in the Force feed, and I also just put up a basic recap video. So why don't I just quickly go over that stuff. So beyond just Reaper of Souls, the game additionally got a bunch of new improvements. There's a Loot 2.0 system. With the removal of the auction house, the Loot 2.0 system makes it so that you're going to be getting good loot, and good loot that's usable for your character a lot of the time. So a lot of times you'll be getting, you know, legendaries and stuff like that, which are actually really good for you. Not that you're in legendaries every 5 seconds, but I've been seeing people, I myself have seen a few legendaries. I might have one on right now. Yeah, I've got this legendary belt here that I picked up a few levels ago, but it's a lot of times it'll be good for you. It'll be something that's actually an upgrade, as opposed to, and many times the feeling with the older loot system is that you always got stuff that really wasn't that great, and you would just throw it up on the AH to hope someone lower level than you would want to pick it up, and eventually you would have enough gold to purchase items that you actually like. Well, that should be a little bit different here. And obviously we anticipate people will still probably need to do trading to get some of the best items, but still, to have an improved loot system, it's good. You know, why would, you know, who wouldn't want an improved loot system that has you getting better loot more often and loot that's actually useful to you? There was also a bump up in the difficulty, so the difficulty scaling has changed. There are now 5 base difficulties. I'm currently playing on the 2nd, which is hard, and as you go up in difficulty you get increased rewards and experience and gold gain. And then there's also Torment, which is the last difficulty setting, and that's got a slider scale of 6 for ever increasing, so you can go Torment levels 1 through 6 for increasing difficulty with each increased level. Wow, I really just walked all the way around there for no good reason. There's also been some adjustments to the various classes and stuff now, so that's all stuff outside of the expansion. The expansion itself adds this class, the Crusader, and all the things that it can do. It also adds the 5th act, and it adds adventure zones. Ooh, look at that. Where did that even, where did that come from? That just appeared out of nowhere. It also adds adventure zones, which adds a bounty system to the game, and these repeatable dungeons called the Nephilim Rifts, and you're able to go through those and go through these 10 levels of dungeons with randomized enemies and fun stuff. Ooh, nice. More damage, more toughness. And you can see again, increased wrath regeneration. So here, this perfect example, it's a rare shield, it dropped, it's useful for me, as opposed to just getting some random witch doctor thing. And that's not to say that you don't get items for the different, that's not to say that you don't ever get items for the different other classes that you're not playing, because they certainly do still drop, but more often than not, you get something that's actually good for you. Which is, again, makes me quite happy. All right, the prisoner's remains. All right, so why don't we just go, why don't we do this part? Why don't we do the cursed hold? We are just at the end of Act 1, so we just have to free a few more prisoners, and we kill that big dude. And I guess we could try the final boss, too. I don't know how that's gonna go. Hopefully it goes okay. Oh, here we go. Here's a scary pack, so we're gonna drop on their heads, do some massive damage. Knock them back like that too. My sweep attack bound to my right mouse button does some pretty good damage. It also lights them on fire for some damage over time. So it's good to try to keep that debuff applied to them whenever you have the wrath available to you. And okay, here's the next one. Free the prisoner. Your soul must be freed. So I really haven't played much Diablo 3 since the game launched. You know, I did play the beta for a little bit for Reaper Souls about a month or so ago, but beyond that, I didn't really, you know, I played the game for a couple weeks after it launched, and then that was pretty much it. The gameplay, you know, it's great gameplay, and that's nothing that I ever complained about with the original game. I always thought the gameplay was smooth and fluid. It was just some of the things surrounding it that just really didn't hook me in. I mean, I still enjoyed the game nonetheless. I've said this numerous times. Even though I stopped playing, that doesn't mean that I didn't like the game. I did end up sinking about 100 hours into it, which I was satisfied with. Now, obviously, not quite as amazing as if it had been a game that, you know, I kept playing non-stop. But I feel like a lot of people were sort of in that boat as well. It just seemed like the hype for D3 fell off for a majority of people. Not everyone, of course. There was definitely a crowd still into the game and still playing the game, but it seemed like for a lot of people they sort of fell off. Well, I'm getting the vibe, and it's hard to tell whether or not these are just the people who kept playing, who are trying to hype it up, or if it's a lot of people coming back. But I have seen people say, you know, I stopped playing, but I'm coming back because they've made some great changes to Reaper Souls. So hopefully that turns out to be more so the case. I always look for games to succeed, you know? It'd be great if every game was the best game ever. That's something I've said a few times in the past, but it's true, you know? No one ever wishes for bad games. So hopefully that there's some really significant improvements with this game. We know they have made changes, but hopefully that's significant enough to get some people back into it and actually make it a fun experience. All right, let's go kill the warden. And then we'll try that. We'll try the boss. We'll see how that goes. That could go all right. Could go poorly. I guess those are the only two possible outcomes. I don't think it's gonna go amazingly. So it's either gonna go all right or it's gonna go poorly. We'll find out in a few seconds. But first, let's kill the jailer of King Leoric. Whoa, don't you lock me in place. What are you doing? Oh, wow. He does a lot of damage. I should be more careful here. All right, let me pop on his head. Yeah. And he's dead. He's dead. Are we dead? No, he's dead. He's dead. We got him. All right. No super. Oh gosh, that hurt. All right, let's go kill the final thing now. I think that's just right downstairs, isn't it? Yeah, Halls of Agony, level 3. All right, well, let's skip grinding through that. Let's go just straight to the last boss. All right, here we go. Oh man, I was really trying to make that like super impressive, and I was gonna land on all their heads, but that totally missed. Anyways, let's get in the Chamber of Suffering, and let's kill the Butcher. Here he is. All right, the Butcher, Flesh Carver, Carver of Flesh. Oh no, stay away from that. Thank you. Oh, what are you gonna do? Actually, I already know what he's gonna do, so there's not much of a surprise. He's gonna do that. He's gonna do a big heavy attack. Eventually, he'll shout and charge at me like that. Okay, he's gonna charge. He's gonna stun himself. We laugh at him while he does that. And we just hit him a few times like this. Don't hit me. I hate you. Why? Okay, let me activate my increased attack speed. Get some more stuns on him. Get some more. Oh gosh, stop it. That's fine. No problemo. Don't fresh meat me. Get away from the burning. I should probably charge him when that happens. Make sure I get that off. Anyway, yeah, this is Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Taking a look at the Crusader in the first of a series of videos. Again, I'll give you guys some updates as I continue to level up and get new abilities and stuff like that. I really liked the AoE playstyle that I was doing in the beta, so I plan to continue to do that once I get access to those abilities. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. More Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls coming up. If you like the content, please subscribe, keep watching, and keep owning. Get out of the fire, please. Thank you. What are you gonna do, Butcher Man? I just want to. You better drop me a legendary or something. I heard I get legendaries from bosses. Someone told me that. Someone told me you kill a boss, you get a legendary. I said, okay, that sounds good to me. I almost completely got destroyed there, but anyways. Boss? I want that axe you're using, the one in your right hand. I would like to have that, and I want it to be as large as it is for you. And do 7 billion damage. Is that, can we arrange something? If I called your people? Well, I guess we're not really gonna be very friendly in this exchange, are we? Man, what are you doing? Don't hook me. I'm gonna drop on your face for the killing blow! All right, where's my, there it is, a two-handed mace! Oh, what is here, what is it? Okay, let's take a look one by one. Okay, that sucks. That's good, that's an upgrade, that's good. That is, we get some more damage stuff to compare and contrast, but anyways, let's take a look. What is it gonna be? Oh, it is so good! It is so good! Oh. Let's look at that. Oh, it's so much, I love it. I love it. All right, on to the next zone.